First of all, ensure that your space is clean. It is important to have a very clean and dry space to dry the coffee. You can use African beds, patios, greenhouse, or mechanical dryers. We recommend a three-stage drying process. First, we want to remove the superficial water that comes from the wet mill facility, in which we will prevent the formation of microorganisms around the surface of the coffee cherry or seed. Then, afterwards, we want to start a second stage of drying, in which we'll be removing about 50% to 15% humidity content. This stage we wanted to do it slowly because we want to develop or be able to remove smoothly all of this water from the seed. Afterwards, in the final stage, we want to reduce from 15% to 10% humidity content. This stage could be done in a very fast and controlled way in which you could potentially use mechanical dryers. Be mindful of the weather. It is important that once you start to dry the coffee, it continues drying. Therefore, be sure that you have sufficient facilities to be able to cover the coffee when it's raining. And as we know, here in Sri Lanka, we have rains off-season in any given time. When using any mechanical equipment to dry coffee, you need to be aware that the temperature should not surpass the 40 degrees Celsius, as if we overheat the bean, we have the chance of destroying all of the cellular structure within the seed. Stir consistently. The first and second stage are very important to carry out in a very smooth and consistent way. One common proxy to understand and know that the coffee is completely dry is that when you're able to crush it and have the seed in your hand, you can see that the color is light to a light green, and that when you beat it, you're not going to be able to crush it or put your teeth into the bean. It is a common proxy that will allow you to understand that the coffees are finally dried. If you over dry your coffee, you have the chance to crystallize it, so it will break. And if you don't dry it properly, you'll be able to crush it with your mouth. Metallic mesh is not ideal for coffee drying because it will get rusted. And therefore we want to avoid any formation of flavors or any difference in quality. Therefore, we recommend to use plastic mesh. In the distribution of the beans, you can see that this coffee is drying consistently. We laid it out to dry yesterday, and that one over there has a different distribution. The impact on the quality will be different. We are testing different rates of drying to see which one is the best. In the drying area, it is key to put information of each individual lot, like the date, the quality of the coffee that you are processing or drying, and it will allow you to identify each drying process. When drying the coffee, it's important to evaluate color and smell. If it smells good and it looks good, it's probably that it will taste very good. This is the perfect example of coffee that is not laid out to dry properly. As you can see, there's the formation of mold in the surface. And when you smell it, it smells like dirt, which is not ideal in coffee processing or drying.